Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 awesome paint jobs and customization loadouts for the brand new Dewbauchee Vagner supercar that was just added into Grand Theft Auto Online. So this is going to be a little bit more than just a paint job guide, as a lot of the customization I do in the wheels and everything else will tie along into the paint jobs themselves. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title this, but hopefully this will give you a good idea on how to customize your vehicle, and it's looking like this is going to be the only new one for about at least 9 or 10 more days. So we better enjoy this because it's here for a bit and it's going to be new for a bit. So let's jump into this. I'll leave links in the description if you want to check out some more details for yourself, but let's get this thing started right now. So the way I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to be working from what you would see in the Los Santos custom shop. So starting with bumper and ending with wheels. So this first one, we're going to be choosing the accent stripe bumper, which I think looks really awesome on this car. For the exhaust, we're going to be choosing the chrome tip. For the hood, we're going to be using the carbon intake. And for the primary and secondary color, we're going to be choosing classic formula red. This is kind of what, in my opinion, is like a volcano color. I think it looks awesome. Now, for the interior or trim, you're going to choose race yellow. And for the accent color, you're going to choose race yellow too. Now, for the roof, choose the primary option with the scoop. And then for the spoiler, choose the carbon race spoiler. I think it's actually the very last one. Now, as far as your wheels go, you want to choose high end and you want to choose Cheetah Carbon R and then apply a race yellow color to it. Now, it's not going to turn the wheels yellow, but what it will do is put kind of a yellow ring around the outside of those carbon fiber wheels. Now, the reason we're using the carbon fiber wheels is because this vehicle already has a lot of carbon fiber on there that you can't remove, like in the roof and in the front diffuser and splitter. So it looks really awesome when you kind of compare that to, and that is our first design right here. This one is awesome, combining two really bright colors, red and yellow, but in my opinion, it works really well. Red being the dominant primary with those splashes of yellow really do make this a bright and exuberant car that just looks awesome. So I think that this one is definitely the most menacing looking one that we have, since it's combining two pretty epic bright colors, but it's not overbearing where you're just like, man, there's too much going on here, or it's really tacky. So that is our first design right there. It's sort of the volcano look. The second one is going to be really awesome too. Let's jump into that right now. So for the front bumper, we're going to be choosing the accent stripe race bumper. For the exhaust and the hood options, we're going to be leaving them stock. Now, this is where things are going to be getting a little interesting. For the primary color, you're going to choose cast iron, and for the secondary color, you're going to choose the metal option, brushed black steel. Now, for the interior or the trim color, you're going to make shadow silver. And for the accent color, we're going to be using race yellow. You'll tell that I really like the race yellow color as we get going. Now, for the roof, you're going to choose the secondary scoop option. For the spoiler, you're going to choose secondary GT. For the wheels, you're going to go down to sports, choose organic type 0, and then set the wheel color to black. And this is what this one looks like. It's pretty awesome in my opinion too, as we get a more like neutral color with the gray, but you get that nice pop of color with the yellow. So you're kind of balancing the two right there, which I think looks pretty awesome. Now, if you wanted to do sort of a secondary style to this, one thing you can do is end up changing the spoiler to the standard one. You could also change it back to the stock wheels. You could change the roof to the carbon option and then make the color a little bit darker. And this is also another variant that's very similar that I think works really well. I didn't want to make this its own separate design as it's so similar. You're just interchanging a couple parts, but it is really awesome how you get that deep dark gray color, but you get that nice splash of yellow that ends up looking really epic here. All right, moving on to our third design, we're going to be starting with the bumpers again. You're going to be choosing the accent stripe race bumper. For the exhaust, again, this is all optional, and same with everything here. You can change out everything you want. You can add as little or as few as you want. But exhaust, choose race. For the hood option, choose the primary hood. The colors are pretty easy for both the primary and the secondary. We're just going to be going with a standard blue. For the interior, you're going to be choosing black steel, the trim color. And for the accent color, we're going to be doing sunrise orange, which is going to look awesome. Now, on the roof option, you're going to simply choose the primary color band. For the spoiler, you're going to choose the carbon race spoiler. Wheels, we're going to be choosing GT1. Those are in this sports category, and we're going to change those to black. Now, you could make them carbon black if you wanted to, but any variation is going to look pretty awesome. And this is our final design right here. Again, we're combining two pretty bright colors that go really well together, the blue and the orange. Now, if you wanted to change this design up a little bit for yourself, here's what I would recommend. You make the blue a little bit darker. You actually go back to the stock wheels and then change them to like a dark copper color. And then what you could end up doing is changing the trim color to a nice red. I kind of went with like this Vice City pinkish red color, and this one looks really awesome too. I love the look of this design. I like the way the wheels contrast the color. You've got that deep blue, and we even made the secondary band on top kind of like this silver color, just to give us that much more of a little bit of contrast. So the fourth design today might actually be my favorite, and this one I'm going to give you the most creative freedom on, but I still think you should follow the pattern that I'm ending up going for here. So for the bumper, I like the accent stripe race one. It's the one all the way down at the bottom. I also prefer the stock exhaust, and for this one you're going to be choosing the carbon intake hood option. Now, our primary color we're going to make matte white, which is going to look really, really cool. So matte white is the one I wanted to go for. I made the trim color black, and then I ended up changing the accent color to a bright formula red, which I just think looks absolutely awesome. I'll explain my thinking in a little bit. Now, once you've got that, I recommended that you choose a carbon fiber spoiler. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a carbon fiber one. And then for the wheels, I ended up going with the kind of custom variant of the stock wheels. It's the Mercy Sport wheels, and I also added the custom tire. Now, let me explain why I did that. So as you can tell here, it's kind of like a panda design. The car is white, but this vehicle has so much carbon fiber on there that the black and the white, they clash really well. Now, the reason I put the custom tires on there is for two things. You get the white Atomic logo, which matches the paint job, and then you get the red other design that not only matches the accent color, but matches the brake lights and the brake calipers. So you get a nice combination of carbon fiber, white, and red. That's why I like this one probably the best. I think this design is absolutely beautiful. It's got a nice simple color on there, but you can really make it pop and splash with those flashes of red and the epic carbon fiber spoiler if you wanted to, of course, put that on the back. Okay, and last but not least today, I feel like I couldn't leave this color out. We are dealing with a British hypercar after all, so I wanted to get a nice racing green in there. So the racing green was a little bright for my preference, so I started with a primary color of dark green and then applied a racing green pearlescent, which gave me that much of a shine to really make it work all that well. Now, for the interior color, I was kind of struggling, so I ended up going with black, and then for the accent color, I chose Dew Yellow, which kind of gives us more of like a fluorescent yellow than the race one, so that's why I ended up going with that. I ended up choosing the primary spoiler option. I also ended up going with the primary roof scoop as well. I wanted the green to be the dominant factor here, and then basically what I did is I just kept the wheels stock and ended up changing the color to black. So our two primary colors here are a dark green and then kind of a nice bright yellow, which gives us our nice racing green look right there. So anyways, those are 5 customization and paint job options for the brand new Dewbauchee Vagner supercar that, like I said, is going to be the new talk of the town for about the next 9 to 10 days in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know what you think of these paint jobs in the comment section down below. As always, if you want to contribute to your own, send me some examples on Twitter or let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.